Hi guys, it's Jagster, and we will be taking a look at r slash mildly interesting. Eyebrow raising. This Brooklyn family is using all of their available yard space. Oh, that's a smart idea. Because, you know, space. Different gum tree leaves during winter in Australia. That is so cool. Where I lived in Australia, I don't think we really had an autumn season or a winter kind of. I remember the leaves always being green. Tested positive for oopsie virus yesterday. My university delivered me a free care package. Aww, that's so sweet. Two identical wool blankets, 20 years of use versus 20 years in storage. I'm assuming that's the one that's been used for 20 years. And no, actually backwards. That one looks fluffier. I treated my shoes with a protective spray, and every time it rains, I can see where I did it. That's pretty funny. I'm sitting with a snail in a bar. He's a little kitty. I love making classic shoes in extraordinary colors. That is so cool, and I will hire you to make my shoes look cooler, most likely. But I don't have money, so it's gonna have to wait. The Sony Walkman WMD6 found at a flea market. The Rolls Royce of the Walkman. I don't have a cassette Walkman. I have a one for CDs. Well, it was my mom's, but I don't remember where I put it exactly. I'll find it one day, but maybe one day. Yeah. Yeah. The way my friend takes notes. That is so pretty. I love that. As long as they can read them. I can't read my notes. This agate we found at the beach. Kind of looks like something's alive in there. I didn't know they had it. Okay. Got some free socks with my pint. Comes in a compostable bag as well? That's so cool. We need more compostable bags. Certain neighbors with narrow streets in CDMX erect these large vehicle filters at entrances from major avenues to keep out trucks and buses. I don't think I drive well enough to not hit my car on both sides at the same time. Yes, I know that. Ascot horse race attendees brought a candelabra with them. These guys? Is that like that fancy thing you put in the middle of a table in like a medieval kind of setting? I don't know. My mom got into knitting recently, and I requested she tries Among Us. Oh, I just started knitting too, but that's so cute. I started knitting a couple weeks ago. It's fun. It's really great. It's a really repetitive movement. So it's if you like the repetitive kind of thing, it's great. You should try it. My friend made me a bee once. I still love that thing to death. I love it. It's so cute. My uranium glass collection under a black light. Oh. It looks like it's like it looks like it's a ghost. It doesn't even it doesn't look real. I grew sunflowers from birdseed this year. My first bloom has a genetic mutation. Something Stranger Things like is about to happen here. You can see the eggs inside the abdomen of this lizard on the window screen. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Right there, there's one, and there's the second one right there. That's cool. I don't really see lizards or geckos around here, but I've been to places where they are around. Well, I used to live in Australia. They definitely had geckos. They had some lizards too, mostly snakes. I saw a snake once in the woods and I ran out crying and I never went back in those woods ever again. Childhood trauma. I know it doesn't sound traumatic, but trust me, when you're just taking a nice little walk to school and there's a little snake right there in the middle of the pathway, you freak out a little. Especially when you're alone and there's a snake. Took a picture of a champagne of the cork mid-air. My bread tag is made out of cardboard, reduces plastic. Yes, I think we use the same kind of bread. It's the Webster's bread, I believe. We have those exact same tags. Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, they're kind of flimsy, but it works. It only takes us a couple days to eat a loaf of bread, living with so many people in the house. So, yeah. In Portugal, we have cell phone towers disguised as trees. Aw. It looks kind of weird, but I experienced tadpole pupil yesterday, an apparently rare phenomenon where the iris dilator muscle spasms. Yes, I always wondered if this was a thing because, the muscles can't always keep a perfect circle, right? So when your pupil expands, so basically on the inside of your eye kind of thing, there are these muscles, and they adjust to the light, and so they contract and they reverse contract. I don't remember what the word is, but yeah. My leg is itchy. Found this vintage Pepsi bottle in the ocean. Found a caterpillar with penguins on it. There's little penguins. That's so cute. Yeah, yeah. This ridiculously large mango I ate today. iPhone for scale. I don't know what kind of iPhone that is. But, I think that's just that might just be, as big as someone's thigh. Almost. Looks pretty big. That's 3 meals in one. A bloom of jellyfish was beached near my home in southern Japan this weekend. Oh, I have a story about jellyfish. So, I was, on the beach one day when I was younger, and I found this, transparent seashell kind of looking thing. And I was like, hey, Dad, look! And he's like, that's a jellyfish! And I'm like, what? So glad I didn't touch it. That would have hurt. Then he took the shovel and threw it back into the ocean. He might have lived on. Yeah, you should try to help. Okay, if you're trying to help jellyfish and they won't be toxic, you can pick them up with your hands. But if you think they might be, use one of those kid shovels. But help them back in the water. I mean, it's good for them. Also, they hurt. Why are they so... Sometimes they're so mean. As a kid, they would always attack me, and only me. I mean, it was probably an accident. It's not like they, purposely wrapped their tentacles around... not their tentacles. Their... The string. Its hair. I'm gonna call it its hair. The jellyfish hair. It didn't wrap around my leg or anything. It's just it kind of brushed past as it went by, Never went back in the ocean for swimming lessons after that one. There must have been a school of jellyfish just going by, because both the back of my thighs and a bit on the back of my shins. Those things burn. I'm not sure. I think it's an electrical current or something that they just zap you with, or if there's some sort of toxin that just they put on your skin, or I don't know what kinds they were, but that my parents used to have antiseptic spray or whatever. They used to carry it around because I always got attacked. On my morning walk, oh goodness. This is when you're gonna learn that no matter how many languages I'm trying to learn, I will never be able to pronounce this, so one moment. Alright, here we are. Orson Bridge. American pronunciation. Ew. British. Okay, let's go. Orson Bridge. Bridge. Not Bringe. Yeah, sure, we'll anglicize the word for now. Okay. So, here we are. Yes, it appears to be floating above water. It does. This golf ball has been stuck in a tree so long the tree is growing around it. Yep. This church looks like Mr. Krabs. Oh no, now I can't unsee it. A bicycle mobile home? Is that a mobile home for a child? I could fit in there, but I don't know if an adult person could fit in there. Maybe. Mother who loves children. Oh, he's so cute. I saw a rainbow cloud today. No, what you're seeing there are the gay dragons. You can see the opening of their mouth right there. Yes, the gay dragons are going to be taking over the Earth once again. They've decided that, the Earth just sucks and humans shouldn't exist. Yeah. The toilet paper with ghosts on it in my Airbnb in Porto. Aww. I want toilet paper ghosts. Ghost toilet paper? I was making some bubbles today with my boy. I was making some bubbles with my boy today, so I took this pic. That's so cool. The mailbox which the anthrax-laced letters were sent in 2001. I don't know what anthrax is. I'm assuming it's a form of, like, an acidic substance. Okay. My bag's clips looks like a Transformers face! Yep. Kinda does. My heart-shaped mushroom I saw on my dog walk. Aww. Door handle of an ice cream store is a scooper. Yes. The bird's nest with eggs. This bird's nest with eggs. Am I blind? I don't see it. Where's the bird nest? The one image where a red circle would have been beneficial. Okay, they linked an image. There we go. Let's zoom in. Oh, zoom in. Yeah, right there. There are some eggs. They are disguised in the thing. Oh, yeah. This is the only time a red circle is really necessary. Some people just put a red circle for no reason. The other 5 I also found on the walk today. Looks like your clovers have a leaf mutation. Someone put their own mixtape on a shelf at my local CD store. Okay, then. This bird is perched on my aunt's turtle. Is it a live turtle? It's a turtle dove. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Looks like a pigeon. This floating stalactite forming in a lake cave, Australia. Oh, I thought that was the ground. Wait, no. What? Okay, I'm assuming that's water down there. And then this is like on top of the water. And then those are the stalactites. I've always loved caves like that. I love the stalactites and the stalagmites. I don't know, something about them just was so cool. For those of you who don't know, stalactites, they are tightly attached to the ceiling until they fall. And, yeah. And stalagmites might be the ones that grow out of the ground. I'm not sure. They might be. They are. That was a joke. Never mind. My loaf of bread was pregnant. How does that even happen? I thought bread was man-made. Maybe it's an organic substance. Water splash looks like an ostrich balancing a ball on its nose. Now I cannot see it. Found this interesting bug that looks like moss. That's a bug? Oh yeah, okay, you see its tiny legs and stuff underneath. That's the stuff on its back is growth. That might very well be moss. It looks like a sort of crab, because crabs do that. Sorted fries at Dairy Queen, smallest to largest. That's not that interesting. I've been reusing the same scallion scraps for 2 months by growing them in water. Okay. Vintage clothing stores use Pokemon cards as price tags. No! Don't ruin the cards like that. You could have just sent them to me. You could have sent them to me. I don't really have a huge collection. I used to with my older brother. We collected so many. Well, they were mostly his, but whatever. I bought a pack the other day when I went in for a COVID test so I could go on a plane. Whee! And I got a pack, and I was so happy. I literally shared it with all my friends, and I was like, hey, look, I finally got a pack. It's been like a decade. Yeah. Homemade Prius limo. Nice. A strange swirly cloud from early this morning. I think that's a type of funnel cloud, which is the beginning of a tornado. We get a few of those where I live, because we're kind of at the end of Tornado Valley, or whatever they call it in the States. We get quite a few tornadoes in my area, but, like, never experienced one, so, yeah. My dog made a path to his little window. A mountain in Italy that looks like a head. The nose. That looks like its glasses, but like on its forehead. My eggs this morning look like a happy little guy. Whiz quiz. Elephants pee up to 20 gallons, 75 liters each day. Rhinos and tapirs can pee as far as 15 feet. Sometimes I feel like I'm peeing 75 liters per day. But I do drink a lot of water. I drink like at least 6 full water bottles, like in the between like after breakfast to like about dinner time. Like I drink a lot of water. Oh. This is a strawberry-free work environment. All right. The star patterns continues perfectly through the maintenance cover. Yes, I love it when they do that. Chicken crossed my path. You've won a free slider. My name is Dave, and I make something something. Take a pic of me with a tag, something, and hot chicken. That's like one of those really small versions of the things we had at school that would throw around all the time. This rock and a tree merging. Yes. My odd affinity for finding clovers strikes again on my walk. This looks like a clip tool. This looks like the clip tool was made for this in China. Is that... Oh, that's awesome! Is that on the bottom of a car? It is. That was a stupid question. Or some form of something. That looks like a jack right there, so it's probably... just half a human skull. Ooh. Yeah. The human skull is weird. I don't know. It's like bones. But like a flat piece of bone. But it's like not flat. What I mean is like it's like compact into like a line kind of thing. I bought a coffee plant in a coffee mug. Huh. This cheese rock. The rock that looks like delicious cheese. Yeah, it does look like cheese. If you don't look close enough, you're gonna hurt your teeth. I moved to a new apartment and needed to furnish it. Seems like these items make up most of my toolbox. Yes, they come with all the furniture. Uh, I don't know about everywhere else in the world, but we call them Allen keys. Um, I saw a giant one once. But it was pretty big compared to what you would expect. But like, yeah, every time you build furniture, especially from IKEA or such, you get like 6 of these. This is what 51 got me at the grocery liquidation store. That's a lot of fruits and veggies. That'd cost like 1 or 200 probably. Oh, not that much actually, but like it costs more. Yeah, fruits and veggies are expensive. If you let a pollinated red ginger flower through full bloom, they will put out new rhizomes that you can plant. That is pretty cool. I did not know that. My plumber's putty smiled at me when I took off the lid. A small ornate metal box, half buried in the World War I battlefield at Vernon, France, sealed with modern plastic tape. Well, someone probably opened it and was like, oh, that's cool, and then put it back. Cigarette packaging in Canada. Tobacco smoke hurts everyone. Infants who are exposed to tobacco smoke are at greater risk of dying from sudden infant death syndrome. SIDS. Wait, that's what SIDS stands for? Sudden instant infant death? Yeah, I always, because I don't know. I heard that like people didn't know how to make babies sleep for the longest time because of like SIDS and stuff. Like if they lied on their stomach or their back or I don't know. I thought it was like related to throwing up and then not being able to like in your sleep and not be I put glow stick liquid on a weapon. That is pretty cool. And if I lived in a world where, like, post-apocalyptic world, I'd want that. Or in a fantasy world. If I were to go into one of my books, I would want that. While flying to Malta, I took a picture of a cool island that looks like an active volcano. That doesn't even look real. These chocolate chip cookies look like scoops of ice cream. This very tiny Skittle. Bro, you got scammed. A released balloon burst and fell back onto the beach, resembling a jellyfish. That looks more like an octopus, but yeah. Flower is home to 2 bug residents. The leaves on this Italian parsley are almost the size of my palm. That is pretty cool. I don't know if it's wet or like waxy, but they almost look fake. You found a blue-headed frog? It's so pretty! My dog's fur pattern makes it look like she has earmuffs. My hotel room comes with a bird watching guide. Yes. Popcorn burst out of the side of the bag. It's a rebel. Eat it. Maintain social distancing. Keep 1 cow apart, at least 6 feet. Protect against infection. This social distancing sign in a clothing store in Carmel. Yeah, I know around here we had, like, keep 1 hockey stick away, or keep, 1, ski stick away, or whatever. It was, like, it's pretty ridiculous. But it's funny. This pyramid-shaped crystal on my, salt crystal on my avocado toast. That's a pretty big salt crystal. This almost perfectly square rock. You know what? At one point it might have been square, but due to erosion, might no longer be. The lid of this box I found while filing at a museum I work at. Some things are going to look very different in the year 2000. Are you ready? And then in French, il va y avoir du changement en l'an 2000. Êtes-vous prêt? Sorry, yeah, the beginning was hard. Il va... Oh. Il va... I don't know why there's a Y. Oh, il va... Don't judge me. I'm fluent in French and I can't read this, and so therefore I've decided that it is not French. Eva. Yeah, no, I'm moving on. The spider I found in the bathroom has... Oh, he's missing legs. This bell pepper piece I randomly cut looks like an ear. Sweet brick conversation. Alrighty then. Food container looks like a winking robot. Was stocking the grocery shelves and found this still in a box. The nail head is inside the container. Well, that really opened it up. That was a terrible joke. Where was I going with that? That really put a nail in my plans to continue this video. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Barely went over this time. Barely. 6 minutes. 7 minutes very soon. Well, I'll see you all next time. Bye.